We also got your ever-loving 7-Eleven, Little Caesars, Pueblo's Tacos, which is good. There was another taqueria. Caberas, The Rain Coffee Shop. There's another little coffee shop over just on the other side of this Goodwill building. I can't remember what it was. Never been there. I'd like to try. Pollo Único, which came out about, I want to say maybe almost 10 years now. Yeah, almost 10 years now. Really good. They're kind of like the off-brand of El Pollo Loco, but they're much, much better, and you get so much more food, and you really don't even pay the exorbitant prices. This one I want to try. This one's a few years old. It started off really small, but it's expanded, and they do have an El Fresco type of dining out here. The outdoor, there's all the tables that they bring out and stuff like that. It's cool. From the menu that I've seen, it looks really great, but this place has really grown to be something else. Mediterranean, and yeah, the Del Taco, the McDonald's, the vegan, KFC, Roscoe's Chicken, 2 chicken places, and then we have Church's Chicken, or not Church's Chicken, the Popeye's Chicken over there. So we have 1 chicken, 2 chicken with Chick-fil-A, 3 chicken with Colonel, 4 chicken with Roscoe's, and 5 chicken with Popeyes. Oh yeah. Welcome back. I guess this is a continuing episode of, or a new title for temporary. Let's hope. Still homeless in Pasadena, but sheltered. Take 1. You ever stop and think why parking lots to grocery stores, and now it seems to be eateries, since their initial footprint is becoming so much smaller, so much more condensed. The dining room obviously has been reduced. You can tell in there it's all outdoors. When I bet the occupancy is not even going to exceed, best guess, 60 people, but the parking lot can hold an average of 30-40 cars at least, an averaging of 4 occupants per car times 40, when this establishment can only hold about that much. But the drive-through can hold about maybe 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, let's say 18 cars in the drive-through with 4 occupants. Now here's the thing that we used to always analyze here, my guys, and sometimes some homeless folks that like to think really outside of the box, outside of their own wallowing misery and the vegan place. I guess honestly, with the exception of the soy, but considering the chicken, hamburger and fast food, I guess the healthiest option is the vegan place, right? Don't be surprised. Oh yeah, and we do have a couple of Mexican eateries. What I wanted to go in to say is that here in Pasadena, there are plenty of fast food eateries. They don't keep them close to downtown or closer to the well-established or well-respected. What they do is it's always put in the areas of the impoverished. And it's not because it's affordable food or anything like that. It's just that the affordable food, the economical food that we, the poor people, the lower income, can, I don't know, much more rapidly decay. I mean, honest in an average, and believe me, in my time of having plenty of time in my hands, I'd come around here and sit around and just analyze. And the average of well-to-do, well-established, decent-looking people, and this was definitely just by judging by vehicle and a person walking in and out and stuff like that. That is, yes, definitely, and judging a book by a cover, but it's the best analysis that me, being a homeless person, could have and maintain and just calculate and stuff like that. But the average was probably out of a small group of 10, maybe 1 to 2 people, actually 1.5, including child, a well-to-do, a nice car, what seemed to be a well-income person, would come to the fast food places. 1 to McDonald's, 2 to the other places. Now going into the nicer areas, both Old Town and going up over on East Colorado, where the smaller shops, and there's not really that, those kind of eateries are much more busier. The restaurants, the Japanese, the sushi type of place, boba places are definitely a lot more. And you see the selection of businesses. Here in Pasadena, it's easily the spot. So you come in on Colorado East off of Rosecrans and Arcadia, you see a few fast food eateries, and then it diminishes, and then it starts to get to the mom and pop shops. That's fine, I understand it. I'm all for the mom and pop shops, of course, but it's just, we folks, especially you in your own area, your own city and neighborhood, and where you reside, and looking around, things are changing quite rapidly. The demographics and certainly the geography. Now, Eagles Pass, I'm talking like this because of Eagles Pass and because of my homeless situation. Finding out, of course, last night, as you all know, we're finding out this morning that I am considered to be homeless but sheltered. Ain't that a kick in the pants? I love it. That just brought my enthusiasm in my overall feeling good or bad about myself, more on the bad side. I honestly can't wait to get to work just so I can hear my friends just cracking bullshit jokes and just being silly young folks, you know. So one thing that I didn't mention is when I was going to Long Beach and coming back, it changed. Now, this is not to be a racist or anything. This is just a statistical analysis. As I've talked about this before. The reason we can't get rid of racism is because of one thing that is the most important and vital things, not just to this nation, our country, but all over the world. Everybody relies on this. Everybody. Businesses. Your mom and pop shop, believe it or not. They may not talk about it. They may not mention it. It may never come to mind, but it's there. The one thing that keeps us from eliminating racism, but it's too much of a lucrative business. Statistics. Statistics is a word and something that classifies not just items, but humans, livestock, and everything. We categorize people and animals and items into categories, whether we like it or not. We can't get rid of it. So, regardless, if you were to hear, "Hey, racism is completely wiped out," oh, but Local authorities have started to diminish, and a lot of folks, if you listen to what they say, like when it comes to a crime, the first thing that usually would come out would be the description of the person. Well, it's a black, it's a Hispanic, it's a Caucasian, it's an Asian, or what have you. That is quickly diminishing, and even more so now when someone is asked to describe, especially like smash and grabs in situation, we kind of commonly already know, but they say, well, they were wearing this, it was a tall individual, it was a man, they were wearing a jacket, they were wearing hoodies and stuff like that. It's making people afraid, and people don't want to speak out. And when people don't speak out, more people that are unaware get hurt. Like in my situation, the landlord is hurting the community. The landlord is hurting the neighborhood. The landlord is hurting the city. The landlord is hurting the reputation of what little to none now homeless folks have. The landlord is ruining any, if at all, enthusiasm in wanting to get housed for those that want to see me, only because of my achievements. But looking into my living situation, nobody wants to go into that or have that happen to them. I know a lot of folks would rather just stay outside, and I've heard it. There's a lot more to this shit. Most of the buses now, where it used to be to the back of the bus or whatever, it used to be, yes, black people used out of sight, out of mind. From my understanding, is because nobody likes to go, just historically, nobody really likes to go to the bus. Everybody likes to sit at the front of a train or a vehicle of a mass moving public, just so ease of getting in and out. Especially when the buses get really packed, and the trains too. They're sitting in the back. You're not, oh, excuse me. And during the lockdown, especially coming out, people are still a little phobic about touching people. So, I gotta go do this. I'll be right back. Once this gets up underway, I wonder if they're gonna have the blow up balloons for the kids. But the pumpkin patch is back. This thing is so much fun. They usually have like livestock, animals, goats, piggies, and then they turned this into the Christmas tree lawn. It's a lot of fun. I just hope they do bring it back up like before. So one of the benefits of living over here, if you can see over my left shoulder of that white building, that's where I'm going to be moving in. Is this thing smudgy? So the two things that are really getting me to go ahead and do this is, yeah, I am really afraid this time that the economy is going to really fuck up. And with that thinking, as it is right now, the house is very unstable because since the weekend we haven't had any hot water. Carla's not going to say anything because she avoids anything to have any interaction with the landlord coming to the house to investigate, you know what I mean? So if there's anything that they can do to minimize that, so, which kind of explains a lot why they haven't really kicked it up. They haven't really gotten an uproar just with the stupid internal bullshit, you know, nothing exorbitant. It's just a matter of time. Once Charlie leaves, possibly it could be a different story. I don't give a fuck. So, and the other thing is, I want a fucking shower. I have not had a shower since April of 2019. They don't understand. They hear it, but they don't believe it. The only ones that believe it is, well, the landlord, of course, Carla, and my coordinators. And this is like centrally located, right? So I'll be down over there to the right. The Gold Line, the metro station, is over here. I have Rouse over here. Colorado's just a block and a half away down. I'm significantly a lot closer. and closer. And I'm only, honestly, from this point, maybe the same distance as I was walking from my place. No, actually considerably less. I'm about maybe 5 blocks away, whereas living over there, maybe almost a mile in thinking. So all right, I got the paperwork. I got to go turn it in, and I got a couple more errands. Got to go all the way to Glendale, and then I got to come back home, get changed, dress, and then go to work from 5. We'll be in Denai from 5 to 11. So I am one that just really wants to see my friends. Yesterday's little thing with Ray driving down Fair Oaks is like, Charlie, what? Dude, I was so depressed. I had my headphones on, just trying to drown out into the music and everything. And there's a friend, there's a coworker and stuff like that, and he's got his happy face, laying low in the car, and just chilling, like, dude, what are you doing? Where you live? You want to ride? Oh, bro, I'm just wallowing in my own misery, but thank you. Nah, that was enough to put a big smile on my face. So yeah, kind of like when you guys, you know, the best compliments that you guys have given me is that, yeah, consistently, I should be a tuner. I'd be one of the most unorthodox tour guys because I wouldn't have a schedule. It's like when we were kids, you know, my friends, our plan was to get really effed up. Charlie's driving. We don't know where we're going, neither does he, but let the good times roll. And that's just the way it is. Hey, let's go over here, let's go to San Diego, go to San Fernando, go to the Valley, go to this, go to that. A lot of fun. No, I can do that, yeah, but I'm too much off the cuff. So I think this Dora the Explorer, or where in the world is Charlie San Diego, Charlie Salinas type of a thing. Until things hopefully get better, we'll see, you know. In the meantime, it's just a matter of chewing my own ankle off to get away from that bear trap that is Carlton. My thing is that it's I do have a sense of institutionalism. It really is kind of how things will be on the inside and different. That's cool, secured mailboxes. So no theft of Carla butthole. All right, well, vamos a ver. All right, you guys have probably already seen the short. So this was the first one here. This is God, look at those roses, are beautiful. Wow, this is a nice one. Yeah, this one, I want to say 12 years old at least. Something there. They're not really that old. They still weathered outside beautifully, and the property is very well maintained. Very nice. All right, finished errands and go home. Shit.
Wait.
And change and go out to work. And on the lighter side of news of today here in Los Angeles. Then I was, I think New York received another bus, and they said, oh, well, you know, Los Angeles received its 16th bus from Texas. they were able to make sure that they received their 16th bus from Texas. It was yesterday, so all the media was there and stuff like that. It's not from Texas. This is from Biden. This is all the White House. This has got nothing to do with the state. So how should any one state bear all the burden when the commander-in-chief has a declaration and an action and enacted fully doing the destruction of a country from within the presidency of a nation? That is what all of this fucking mess is. President Biden is a traitor. He is destroying our nation. How? Now, going to all the, what is it, the TikTok or whatever. Oh, do you think about what is it, the Roman Empire? This now coming to mind, now thinking about it, this is how the Roman Empire fell. Allowing the borders to be open and everything. Anybody remember about that in school? Do they teach you younger folks that? Okay. So straight down from there, and it is a lovely street. There's a tailor shop. This I'm going to dig because I can really use this, especially with me always losing weight. There's that wonderful chocolate. See, he's grinding the chocolate right now. Look at that. That's awesome. Look at that. Whoa. There's all their cocoa beans. Yeah, it's not a front. I mean, look, this is a real deal. And in the afternoon when they're roasting the chocolate nibs, is just like, wow, that is a lot of cocoa. That's awesome. I have that chocolatier, the $2 movie theater. There's a Rite Aid. Michael's is one block over. Office Depot is over there. Andy's Cafe is only a block and a half down. The expensive dispensary is over there. The affordable dispensary is over there. The post office is over here. Lake Avenue is just at the next light. Green Street is one block over. And what else? Oh yeah, PCC. Yeah, it's all basically just really cool. And I'm only actually going to be, yeah, definitely 1, 2, 3, about 5 or 6 blocks away. So this is the Regency. It's a great little theater. It really is. It's got the upstairs and the downstairs. $2 o'clock. Wow. Yeah, many. Yes, many summer afternoon I have spent time in here just to get out of the heat when there's just too doggone much heat to go vlog. No loitering, panhandling, or soliciting. No animals. But they still have date night. I just got off the bus over here on San Rafael, which is this street. We went a long time ago when the scooter was still functioning. We went we started way down there one day. I think I was coming back from work, or it was my day off. And then we came all the way back up here. And then we went back down around the bridge. But I still got a couple hours left So I wanted to show you folks. Here's the we're gonna walk the Colorado Bridge, okay? So there's the wash. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's not too hazy. That's not too bad. It's nice. So it's a bit of a walk across the bridge, but it's a beautiful. It's nice. It's a great experience. You get to see the Superior Court over there. That is the 8th or 9th Circuit of Appeals. So you can't see it really from Orange Grove, other than the steeple there, the tower. But, it is something. Steady mode. Saturday. Do we got a game? I think we might have a game here. Okay, we're gonna Charlie's gonna do something fun. There's the other bridge way yonder. We also crossed that a long time ago. There's an equestrian thing down. No, it's down over there, actually, yes. And stables. It's just a little hazy over there. All right, we are going to cross. Yeah, boy. There's a 134 running parallel to the bridge. El Puente de Colorado. So you don't, I would suggest don't do what I do. You can come up this way. There is a, was there another one? Oh no, this was the only one. Now, mind you, your view is not going to be all that great because of the fence. This fence right here, like my housing, was only supposed to be temporary. This was, they had put up other prior older chain link fences, but people were still finding their way. Nonetheless, people will always find a way. So subsequently what they did is they had many bidders put up samples up there, and the final temporary one that they came up with was this little one. As you can see, the links or the squares are much smaller, so as to deter from putting your toe in there to get a foothold. But honestly, it's only what, about maybe 8 feet high, 7. People still have managed to overcome this height. Not exactly sure as to when they will, I think they did come up with a final decision as to which style that they were going to go with, I'm sorry. But it's just a matter of when they're going to reinstall it. It's a shame because when my ex and I, we moved down here, there were no problems. I mean, yeah, there was an occasional incident, but nothing like we had over the course of several years. And honestly, all this was not because of the lockdown or the sickness. This started happening prior to that. We were having a lot of incidences here in Pasadena on this bridge. in 2015, actually it was going, I think 2015 or 2016, we had I think we had like 3 in the first 3 months, or 4 months, or the first half. And then this started to appear, and they started putting out bids, and they came up with this. It is sad, really. Whew, we're almost there. So I think this is a memorial to the last person, and this was a lock of chain of love with the locks of love. There are some scattered throughout the bridge randomly, but there was actually a section that did have quite a few. I don't know if you can see very well, but those are the homes. There's the nice circuit barely, and you can move, you can kind of see the park a little. And of course, we already know what's the underbelly of the bridge. Kappa Chappa. There's another little lock. Now, like I said, every now and then. So, let's see. I promise always be my first love. Oh, that's cute. Oh. All right, thumbnail, folks. What do you think? Thumbnail? Yeah. We're almost off. Oh, that's... Was it here? Or is that where the patch was? The 2 sample fences that that the city was deciding on, the whole committee, they did, after a couple of years, they did decide it down to 2 designs, of which they had publicly displayed. There were 2 sections of 2 proposals, and I think here, yeah, they had them. They had the samples right here, 2 of them, and it looks to be that they, yeah. Here's the overlapping patchwork that replaced the sample fencings. Okay, well then, now it's just a matter of when they're actually going to do it. But it's really cool. It is a very beautiful day. That's the split off. That's going back into Pasadena, onto Colorado over there. And that's a split off. There's one that branches off onto the 134, but this is the one that bypasses the freeway and just takes you onto Colorado. So when you're walking off Colorado, then you are emptied into this very lovely, that the gophers love, because can't talk enough about our California gophers. And this is part of the $1 Million Row that is affectionately known here, with all the beautiful homes and very, very expensive apartments. They are lovely though, very expensive, but honestly, it is very, very much worth it. Very, very, because you got very, very cute squirrels. Squirrel! Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Did you get a line from Carla? Holy cow, they're all out. Park rules. And the court is just down there on the right. It won't be long now before Colorado's busy over here. Love this. All right, so since we're closer, instead of going bus Fair Oaks and then bus up, it's actually easier to walk from here to my place. A lot less time consuming. As up over here, we got the Gamble House and the Rose Bowl. So here's this little park. Oh, is it squishy? Oh, they didn't water. Okay. So this is the Pasadena Pioneers Bridge. That's what it's called. Colorado Bridge is just the nickname. Or is this a thumbnail? But this is a great little park, right? It's honestly wouldn't be too bad to have a little picnic. And people do have picnics here. And people also live over here now. Yeah. And that's where you come up from the Rose Bowl on up this way, or it can continue under the bridge. Love that house. Wait. Don't call me away. Just over there. That is the Pasadena Historical Museum, I believe. The Gamble House is just down there to the left, just past this light. Some more homes over here. There's kind of like a residential communal living. Communal, you know, apartments. Not communal. Very old style. Yeah, this is Walnut. That's where the Memorial Park is. Come around this pretty little home over here in the corner. And first thing we'll see is the Unity Church. And right next door is the Gamble House. Pretty homes. Oh, not a comfortable walkway, but oh, look at this. Oh, blub, 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 blub. Oh. At least it's not so bad over there. This is the All Acceptance Church, the Unitarian. Oh yeah, now you get to smell the pines. Every time I come through here, it reminds me of camp up in the mountains. The first time we went to camp with our church group, and our cabin was being attacked by a bear. I didn't know it. I was asleep. We didn't want to wake you up. We didn't want to scare you. I wanted to see the bear. Wow, there's a huge spider web strung up over here. I couldn't photograph it. It wasn't showing up very well. And there's the Gimbal house. Give a wave to Doc and Marty. Bye. Hey, here you go. Quickly, quickly. Look. I gotta go. Pause. Bye, gamblers. Bye. Alrighty then. Yep, that's it. I mean, that's how close it is over here. These are very pretty. And then this is the road that we go down to the Rose Bowl and Brookside Park and so on and so forth. The route that I take to go to America Fest. Oh, goodness. Need to rest. And we cross over the bridge, 1 block over, and we're there. Oh, yeah, honestly, son of a bitch, they weren't joking. Apparently, someone had posted on the Nextdoor app, and this was about a month ago, maybe just over, that said that that for some reason it seems like that the affordable HUD created homes had been turned into premium real estate for sale. It's like, you can't do that. This was put up, the money and the bonds or whatever were okay, but I think I know what it is. HUD subsequently is for home ownership, affordable home ownership through the government. So when you look at the footprint of this place, as tiny as it is, these are condos. Well, first of all, they're condos. They're not homes like they said they were, or apartments anyway, I guess. So a 2-bedroom condo in Pasadena, to be able to go for $875,000 is honestly not too bad of a deal. If you think about location, Rose Bowl, freeway, less than a half a mile to Colorado, off the main drag location, but easy and convenient access to, they could say, public transportation, postal services, adequate. And I think they're doing the same thing to the other development down there. That one is still questionable right there. Perry sandwiches, New Orleans style. So that's what this is. I think that is it. And just because, for me, kind of like I could almost see that. Yeah, it is simply the most minimalist. So this has to be. Maybe that person didn't fully understand, but as you can see, What is really lacking if these were condos, like for homes, like for real ownership, people? There's no pool. There's no water other than a little tiny fountain. There's no area for children, really. So this seems to be a basic starter property for someone that is definitely a first-time buyer. If that's the case, awesome. I'm really thinking that's at first when you see that for sale condo, yeah. But then looking at the whole structure and from what I see and how things are being developed and how now that I see the layout of the property on the inside, yeah, this does to me, it screams to me that this is definitely first time buyer. Even with a family, if it's 2-bedroom, yeah, first time buyer. And that's all you need. You just really need that. Stick with it, stay with it, get rid of it or sell it back to, HUD and go from there. That's not bad. But honestly, yeah, they're still ugly as hell. You saw the inside, there is nothing for kids. So, even a first-time couple, man, there's nothing there. Kind of reminds me of my cousin's first condo that he and his bride had bought the first time. Wow, and that was in Arizona. I was like, this is it's my first time really in the real estate and knowing what the word condo was. And I was like, I always thought a condo would be something bigger. But this was just a 1-floor flat with 2 bedrooms, I believe, kitchen. It was very much, I think, kind of styled after base housing. It had that look. So, that was decades ago. I'm sure he's... All right, well, we're here. Let's rest up for a little bit, eat, and oh crap, what time is it? Yeah, I gotta get something to eat. Back to the store. Home. I got something to eat. I got time. Is it Swanson? Swanson's. No, not Swanson's. The other fancy one that. Oh, Stouffer's. Little lasagna. I've always had my own ofrenda because we're going into Halloween and Dia de los Muertos, and I've had kind of like I had a small picture of my mom tucked into a portrait or a photo or a picture of La Virgen de Guadalupe, and that was kind of like my ofrenda, the altar to praise homage to our departed. And I never really thought about it. That's why when I come sometimes I'll go up this driveway because we do have the roses over there, though they may not get water often. I kind of rely more on nature and the rain and stuff like that. And when they get a burst of drink of water, they start to pop and bloom, especially the camomiles over here. They just really pop, really beautiful. So then, as I was getting my dinner, they were already putting the Dia de los Muertos stuff, and they were putting in a new shipment of veladeras, or veladores, which are candles. And I managed to find some really pretty ones so I can appease my 2 ladies, my mother and La Virgen de Guadalupe. Now, in all fairness, I do have a very beautiful large picture. Ooh, the orientation didn't change. It's like a 8x14 or something. It's a nice large portrait. And this is because of my ex. This was about a couple of years ago. She asked if I had that the one picture of my mom, and I said yeah. So she asked if I could email it to her. So I emailed it to her. And then a week or so later, I get a package, and she tells me, "Oh, you got a package coming." I'm like, "Okay." So I go down, pick up the package, and it's a beautiful portrait of my mom that she and my daughter had done for me. That was for my birthday 2 years ago. 2 years or 3 years ago now. Damn. See, time has really just escaped. So she and my daughter did it. So, and I'm gonna try to clear it out. And I have it up there, but it's also on top of my microwave, where my toothbrush, toothpaste, razor, my soap, my shampoo, and just my toiletries and a couple of other items. I don't have the room, so I have to do the best that I could. So when we were in South Pass and I saw that ofrenda in that storefront, I'm like, God, that is really beautiful. I would love to have that. A little out of my price range right now, but I got some candles to give to the ladies, so gotta appease my ladies. Yeah, it's rough. See. Oh. So now, yeah. Now I can. And we're walking it in. It is like 3 o'clock, just about a minute after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I kid you not, my friends, it is 84 degrees. Whoa. This is part of that Indian summer that I was speaking of. We have had some Octubres. Still quite warm. Warm enough, certainly, especially in the evening. Especially coming out on the boulevard. It's quite nice. We can still just barely, maybe a light flannel or a very light sweater. These folks are probably coming from lunch. Ooh, the tea room's looking quite nice in there. This street. This one over here, the bone kettle. I am really. They opened up when I was still out here on the streets, and I had always kept looking. The name intrigued me, and I'm like, is it going to be like really one of those bone broth type? Really? And yeah, well, sure enough, yeah, it's nice. I have not had the pleasure, but I believe that might be the chef. I will put the query below. Here's another beautiful. Oh, yeah. This is the Superior. It has. Look at the elevator. Do you see the elevator? Look, it's got a beautiful caged. Look at that. I'm not sure how tall it is. What? 4 floors? 3, 4 floors? 3? 2? Let's say 3. Yeah, 3. 3 up there in the center. Second, and then first. What is it again in Europe or in England? I think this is street. That is the first floor, which we consider the second, us Yanks, and then there would be a third. So this is basically just level. Another wonderful evening at the Paseo. Sparse, but the yard house is quite active. One of the team leads found the old arc light mirror that was for the guest to do selfies and stuff like that. So I think we're going to try to secure it for us. Time to go home.
I certainly could have.
Yeah, I think he needs you to send it.
Well, it's Tuesday night, so not really too much on the scenes. We were regaling each other tonight, telling former work experience stories, and it was fun. Kind of anticipating Pasadena to be busy. What is it? We got, let me see, Taylor Swift coming a few days, I think, this weekend. Paw Patrol, Creator. We still have Greek wedding, which is kind of cool because this weekend we have the Greek festival in Pasadena on the 30th, so that should coincide with the movie. I kind of expect Arcadia Movie Theater and us to be hopefully busy. Oh, they got that lit up there. Ooh, maybe something's going on up there. Comments, good or bad, please post. If not, email, folks. Very tired. And Freddie. Oh, not too many people there. And that's a wrap.